on the job, you can see that. All my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike 51. We ain't giving up nothing to touch.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short game. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Check. Rifle. Check. On. Watch the ship. Ground right.
On second down, here's Barkley. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Check nine. Go ahead.
From the gun, here's Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Milano in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
On the ready.
47. Check flag 47.
Right here.
Go. Deuce.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
You're out.
On third down, it's McSorley. Open man is Lashley. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
First and 10.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Hard. Kill. Rush in. Pilot, 64, weak. Check 43. Hey, seam 6. Receive 6.
Check 37. Shim. Check 99. Check 99.
Watch 25.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Hey, switch gears.
Wide, get wide. Get it.
Throwing on second down, McSorley. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Bills first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
10 Nova. Hey, Orbit.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47.
Look at me. Go. Hit it.
Looking to throw on first and 10. Here's McSorley. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
To try again after the sack. McSorley, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Check. Now.
Here's McSorley now, third and long. And he'll find Lashley there. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Following the field goal on his Locke Edwards to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, let go.
Here's Locke. Dancing to his left. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. inside the 10 at the 8. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. No. Reggie.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey. 47, Mike. Bravo. Mike, 47. Here we go. Hey, Sam off.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
McSorley from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's locked. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards. First down, Jaguars.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the Saquon Barkley running right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 10, McSorley. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
McSorley sets to pass. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field still.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Go.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And oh, coughed it up!
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Switch. Sean right. Check out.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
SOS. 12. Mike 51. Here we go, D. Here I come.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's White. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Kill, kill, kill. 61, matchbox lights. Ready?
McSorley, 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Call. Check. Jim. 51 to mine.
They'll run with Barkley. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Runs over it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
First and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get in the weight room. Hatchet. Deuce. Check 3. There. Alert 3. 5.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Jack! Kill, kill, kill.
Rock it.
Rush in.
Hey, Sam off.
Hey, watch it.
Yes. Get it.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground, as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Ready to break.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Shoot. Check 99.
Leo.
Switch.
22 jet bomber.
Switch gears.
Gone.
Get wide.
Now on 2nd and 13. McSorley. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. They'll get 9 there, as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down and 1.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter, as he'll go for it on 4th down.
You're out. Hard. Check. Go.
They'll run forward with Pollard, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 42-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
11B.
Hey, Haywood.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Luck. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Line 40. I'm scared. Check 13. On. Ready.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And credit the tackle to Taco Charlton with a stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off of play action, Luck. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From the 30 on 2nd down, McSorley buying time to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. And a grab by Croft. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Rock it. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Ready.
Throwing is McSorley. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Check by 21. Hey, Sam on. Watch twist. What? Hey, Foxtrot. 15. Check 15.
On 2nd down, it's McSorley. He finds Taylor, complete. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They go play action now with McSorley. Rolling to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Throwing again on second down. McSorley being chased out left. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Heavy on the edges. 47.
Hey, high 7.
Get ready. Watch out.
Leo. Hit it.
3rd down, they're going to throw for it with McSorley. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here's McSorley to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.